Hey everybody, welcome back to Reggie's Cooked into Life's Lessons. I have my buddy Danny Barnes with me. Danny has a lot of things going on, but we're going to get to all that as we move right along. But I'm talking to Danny. I said, Danny, I got me this cooking show, and I bring guests on, and we talk about life lessons and we give a cooking lessons. Danny started telling me about how he can make this.
Concotte.
What is it called, Danny?
Concotte.
Egg cocotte and Monte Cristo sandwiches. That's what he told me. He talked about getting the little dishes and putting the eggs in. I'm like, what is he talking about? Today, we are going to find out what my buddy Danny Barnes is talking about. Look,
good,
now,
people.
usually, I'm on that side. I'm over here. I have my first guest chef in the kitchen. Danny,
Bro, thank you, man.
one love, one love, one love.
I appreciate it.
Please.
Listen, brother, we're going to get started. We're going to get the things bumping. This dish I'm making today is a very easy dish to make. I fell in love with it.
I love when I tell them people.
It was delicious. It's a delicious dish. I had it about 3 weeks ago. I was down in Miami. I went for a long walk. I left the Rio Hotel. I found it off a strip. I fell in love with the dish. I said to the waiter, waiter, how do you make this? And he gave me the recipe right there on the spot. And I was like, are you serious? So I started making the concotte. I made a few of them. I'm sold on it. I told Reg I'm gonna come make him that, and then I'm gonna give you guys a lot of nice hacks. We're gonna make We're gonna make a Monte Cristo sandwich. We have quite a few hacks in it. You're gonna love the hacks. We're gonna use a little creamer, coffee made creamer, heavy creamer. You can use whatever flavor you want. We have some heavy creamer that we're gonna use for the concotte, and we're just gonna have some fun, have a great afternoon, and we're gonna do our thing.
We got some Virginia ham. We got some, I got honey maple turkey. I don't know what Danny brought. Danny, you brought some too, right?
Yeah, I bought some, the cooked ham, creamed ham, and I have some honey maple turkey.
Oh, you got the same thing I got there. Good.
All right.
And let's talk about the cheeses, please.
Oh, yes.
We have the Swiss cheese, right? We have the Swiss cheese and this other cheese, Gouda cheese.
Gouda is an aged cheese. It's a very good cheese. Has a very good flavor, very strong flavor. I love strong flavored cheeses when you're going to make a baked dish like a souffle or so forth and so on. I love it because it's Gouda. Woo-hoo-hoo. When it goes into that concoct, you mix it. We have vegetables. We're gonna do some something with some spinach and some mushrooms.
Yes.
Oh, we're getting ready to get real fancy in here. I don't know if you people know this or not, but Reg is kind of bougie. Reg, I asked Reg to give me some things. He pulls out the fancy Gouda, Swiss cheese. The man has me using a gold spoon. Where did gold spoon come from, Reg? What you got, vampires? You trying to keep him eating spoon, man? No. You got a gold spoon. The man gave me a gold spoon.
I'm ready. I think Danny's ready.
Look at this.
Oh yeah, I did get that.
Fancy whisk. I use a fork.
Well,
I use a fork to mix it. He got the.
So what we're going to do? So Danny, I know he's going to the stove first. So I'm going to see. You see, I'm going to make sure he has everything he needs. I think I do. Look at this. This look. He said maple syrup. Maple syrup. I ain't getting no regular bottler syrup. He said maple. Then I saw something that said.
Is that from Deerfield too?
I don't know. I said maple syrup.
Canada. Good.
Okay. And I saw something that said blueberry preserves. That, they go good on them sandwiches, so I got that. I threw some of my spices out here. I don't know all that he's going to need or want. All I want to do is have it ready for him. We're going to make sure we're right. We'll be right back. Reggie's Cooked into Life's Lessons. Trooper Danny Barnes. Yeah, I said trooper. We'll be right back. We're back, folks. Danny is he's getting ready to do something on the stove. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. I'm watching him like I want you to watch us. We all are following Danny's instructions today.
All right. We have bacon bits, not bacos, not fake bacon. We have legitimate bacon bits.
Okay.
I like to buy the bacon bits. Usually they come in a bigger bag. With the bacon bits, sometimes they're not quite as cooked as I would like them to be because I'm putting them in a secondary dish. When you put them in a secondary dish, you want people to be able to eat their bacon and not be concerned about it being too chewy and so forth. So what I'm going to do, what you can do, and this is, again, I told you guys I was going to show you some nice hacks. We'll put them in a pot.
Now,
we'll just let them warm up.
Now, you don't need any oil or nothing in that because bacon has its own fat.
It renders its own fat.
Right.
So that's the beautiful part about working with bacon.
Now, is this trash?
Yeah, you can dump that. Now what we're going to do is just spin that around. You can put it on high heat because I'm right over top of it. I'm not concerned with it burning because it's not going to burn. So we're going to heat it up, let it cook down a little bit.
Now, guys, you know we always talk about our life lessons, but today I want to try to throw a little bit of everything that Danny's doing. Because Danny, of course, you heard me introduce him as a trooper, Danny Barnes, because he's a state police officer. But you know what? He's also a minister. Pastor. He more than just a minister. He ministered to people on the streets, but he's a pastor. He leads a flock, and he just was given this discharge. I'm gonna call it discharge, and he's in the process of doing some work on the church, building fund, and all that kind of stuff. So, Danny, before we go, as you're doing that, please talk about your church for a second.
I was born and raised holiness. I came out of Bright Memorial Disciples of Christ Holy Church of the United Body Disciples of Christ Church. I was called into the ministry at about 12, 13 years old. God put the calling on my life. So, like anybody else, went to college, had my fun at college, played Sigma, and I had my fun. And then at about 35, I said I need to really start walking in the calling, so I stopped playing rough touch football on Sunday mornings and went back into the church, got into the ministry. I knew I was called to pastor. It was a small congregation, and there wasn't room for me to grow to be a pastor. But God has a plan, and my life all rolls into one another. I started my career off at Riverfront State Prison as a state correction officer, and I learned how to do pull-ups by a guy named Andrew Fulton. Andy Fulton also was mentored by my Uncle Jim Purnell to be a minister. Oh. I see Andy Fulton going into LA Fitness about 4 years ago. I'm walking in. He doesn't recognize me right away.
Now, this is somebody that you talked about you were working with. You have been working with.
I worked with him when I was at Riverfront.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. I like what you're doing right there.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm going to do, these are the bacon bits that you see, folks, that he, what'd you say? What's it called when you braise, or when you braise them, when you like do, like if I put potatoes in the water, they'd be braised. So they was already cooked. Mm-hmm. So when you cooked them again, you to fully cook them the way you wanted it.
I just put a little heat on.
So you braised them. Yes, that's what it's called.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you're not going to get is fancy cooking names, because I don't know the proper name for anything.
I do. My English, I'm born and raised speaking English, but sometimes I can't say those names myself. So everything is everything.
So what we're going to do is we're going to make the concoct. We're not going to go right to it, because we need to prep a couple more things. So we're going to grate some cheese. We're going to grate a little bit of this Gouda. We're going to grate some of this Swiss. But before we get to grating all of that, what you see in front of you is brie. And this is the most important part of the dish, is the brie cheese.
I've used brie cheese before. I used it. I did these, yes, I did these these things where I use that Italian bread, but I had apples.
You got a bread knife?
Yes, I think
I'm listening.
I whatever knife you need, please grab one. Those are not sharp, but I don't know how sharp they are. I know this is sharp because I just bought this from the store. So is this good enough?
No, I need a break. This is
what you got is good?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I don't hardly use that, so I know that's good. Okay.
So what we're going to do,
Yes.
and the reason why this is the most important part, because when we make that concoct, we're going to need these to dip
Yes.
with. So, let me get that other one.
Oh, do you want this knife here?
Yes.
Okay. Here you go, buddy.
Thank you, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
Yeah, thank you.
So we have 4 bowls over there that we will end up using. So
Now, do I have enough dishes for you to put stuff on?
Oh, yeah.
Or do you need some plates or something like that?
we'll need some plates eventually, but we don't need plates
Okay,
right
we
now.
don't need them right now, so we're good
we're
then.
good.
Okay, good. Oh, so this, I get you, because I seen some people stick vegetables down into
Right, exactly.
into the En Cocotte.
Yeah.
But we're going to use the brie bread.
We're going to use it.
I mean, not the brie bread. The the
Italian bread. Yes.
Yes.
This is what we're going to use.
Okay.
So we're going to keep. We're going to get a few more pieces. If you want, you can jump in here and cut. If you want
And you know what? If you want to do so, if you're doing something else, I will do that because I sure have people doing that. When I'm in the kitchen, I got one more cutting board right here. I got one that I can put here.
Now I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I am a male chauvinist when it comes to the kitchen.
Uh-oh.
So I do not allow women in the kitchen.
Oh, that sound. I had Mary Cross on here, and she was saying something crazy, but she talking about like men couldn't cook or something.
Yeah.
But you know, so now we're gonna go back to where I talk about how this is about not making people not afraid of the kitchen, and we know.
There's some people that are afraid, definitely. Afraid
Yes, especially young men that are trying to impress young ladies. They're afraid of the kitchen. They'll order something online, especially with that
food apps. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll order something like that. Is that enough bread, or you want the whole roll cut?
That's more than enough.
Okay, so here we are. I'm loving this. 2 guys. Even though I had my son in here, with me before, and we did some Mexican chicken roll burritos. Oh my goodness, that was super good.
Oh, they were good. I know they were.
Yes, that was super good. But I'm jamming now. I'm jamming. I'm enjoying the fact that I am the guest in my own kitchen.
Yeah, brother.
I am enjoying this.
Like having a guest chef in your kitchen who you know can cook. And you know you're going to get a good meal.
Well, again, you said something. You said something that I know nothing about. So I'm fine with whatever you're doing because you going to show me.
So it's not necessary to pull the coating off of the bread.
Right.
But sometimes you never know. So we'll pull some of it off and some of it. And some of it we won't. But
again.
So the people know. So what you're gonna do is those other pieces you cut. You're gonna drill.
Oh, okay.
Right on.
Now, so should we preheat the oven yet?
Yeah, you can go ahead and preheat.
And where you want to have the oven on?
350 is good.
350 is good.
350 is good.
350. It is on. 350. It is on.
And in the interim, I will clean it off right there. I'm gonna tell you this: Reggie's kitchen is set up perfect for a guy to come in and just get things done.
Yes, I tried to have everything ready for you. I tried,
this is a very comfortable kitchen.
Good.
The counters are nice and high.
Good.
I'm not bending over, hurting the back because I'm 50 years old. And I didn't quite finish. So long story short, I saw Reverend Fulton at LA Fitness, and he said, "Are you want to be a pastor? Are you called?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm absolutely called a pastor." So he said, "All right, come to conference. I introduce you to Bishop. I went to the conference. I got introduced to Bishop. Not long after, I was ordained, brought into the UAME conference, Union American Methodist Episcopal Conference, which is the first incorporated church, black African American church in America.
Where's your church at? Where's your church at?
In Berlin.
In Berlin?
Yes, right around the corner down the road.
You know, it's going to be local people that see this that might want to step in and see you and visit. So
come on and visit me. We're in church every Sunday morning from 10 to 11. We have our church platform, which means it's our church, H-O-H in parentheses, O-U-R. So it's an hour long and it's our church. It's a community-based church. We're all about building up the community one to another. There's prayer with Bible Church.
You said it's in Berlin, New Jersey.
Berlin, New Jersey.
Berlin.
514 Evergreen Avenue. That's 514 Evergreen Avenue, Berlin, New Jersey. Come and see us. Now, after church, we have coffee and donuts.
Now, I'm sorry, guys. I'm interrupting Danny because there's things that he's not saying, but he's doing a building fund.
Yes.
And now, how can they donate to your building fund?
The way you can donate is just you can send a check or donation to Mount Zion UAME Church, Albion, New Jersey. That's 514 Evergreen Avenue. 5114 Evergreen Avenue. The building fund is to rehab the church building. And what we're looking to do, it is my vision in this ministry, we want to build a medical center for the senior citizens because there's not enough medical centers specifically for senior citizens. And what God gave me in that vision is also to have a hospice. So families can come and spend time with their loved ones in the last stages of their lives before they transition.
But that is huge.
Yes.
That's huge.
Yes, yes.
That is huge. He wants to put an auxiliary, right?
Yes.
But an auxiliary for hospice. He didn't say a nursing home.
Right.
He said an auxiliary for hospice. That's huge. Come on, guys. Show him some love. Send him a check to
514 Evergreen Avenue, Mount Zion UAME Church. It goes to the church. I have a very, very, very good career as a New Jersey State Trooper. So it's all about the church. It's all about the community. It's not about Reverend Barnes.
You know what? But for some reason, I know you, so that's not even what do you need, Danny?
Spinach.
What you need?
Spinach.
Spinach. That didn't even cross my mind.
Oh, of course not.
And
anybody out there in the world knows me and knows the family, and they know how we are. But every once in a while, you have a naysayer. I know people always say, "Hey, church always got a building fund." That's true, but my situation is a little bit different. My building is 200 years old, I believe it is, and we just need to update a few things. There have been some updates. They haven't had a pastor.
The auxiliary is the part. The auxiliary for the hospice is the part. That is the part that. Do you want this to go in the oven?
Not yet.
Not yet. That's the part that I am really. I'm surprised because I didn't know that. You know, he told me he had a building fund and they was doing the challenge coins and stuff like that. Even though I told him if he made his state trooper challenge coins, he can get some flow. You know, people love to show the popo when they get pulled over their challenge coins. Yes. But his wasn't representing him.
My ego's not quite that big yet.
Please get some Danny Barnes challenge coins. Please, you can get rid of them. Them you can off.
I'll get off real fast.
Yes, the other ones I don't know what they were, but
Peter Spencer. They're the Peter Spencer. All right.
Who?
Peter Spencer. That was the founder. See.
Who? Danny Barnes. I know.
This is cinnamon and sugar mixed here. This is our bacon bits. This is mushrooms. You just saw that's chopped. And this is our spinach.
Okay, let me go down. Look, Danny. See right here, Danny? You'll show it there.
Oh, okay.
And show it there. Because you know, that was fine the way you did it. But I'm showing it there because, again, I have the little box. and actually the folks can see, they can see that. Okay. Okay. Now this is what kind of cheese again?
Right here, this is Gouda.
Gouda cheese. Gouda cheese.
Gouda. Nice.
I had some cojada cheese, and I had to. It took me a minute to get that pronunciation down. I told you, I speak English, but sometimes my English ain't all that great.
All that great, right?
It ain't all that great. But I know that these sandwiches, I saw them grating that cheese for these sandwiches.
Oh my God! Yeah, they're incredible.
Yes,
they're incredible. Now, what I love about a grater.
Don't cut yourself now.
Definitely not. Okay. Is before I started cooking, you want to hear something crazy, Reg? I didn't know what the different size of the graters was for. I need another bowl. We got another bowl.
Yeah, yeah. You know what?
I need some more.
Now, Danny, again, keep it so that the people will be able to see you. And when I took it, you need 2 more bowls. And so when I go to do this thing, I can. Now again, so next time we'll take and cut away. But I'm gonna sit these right here. That's what you need. Yeah. Because you need something to put the cheese in, right? Right. Oh, you said they could have been smaller.
Could have been smaller.
So
we're gonna put the Gouda in the bowl. We're gonna put the Gouda to the left, and then we're gonna grab the Swiss.
Okay. Now, but they look different. Are they gonna look the same?
You never know. You just.
Oh, you talking about in the same bowl? You're gonna put one to the left.
Put one to the left. One to the right.
Okay. That's
we're gonna take our Swiss cheese.
All right. Okay. Now, are you gonna use more of this?
No.
Cheese? No. All right, so I can stick it in here. Because we got a lot of ingredients up here, and folks, of course, I'm going. I put the ingredients in the description. Because I'll talk about Danny, and I'll mention his church, and I'll put your church address in there too. Please do. I wish you had. I don't know. Do you have an email address? I mean, do you have a website or something like that?
We don't have a website yet.
Because I would have put the link in. But okay. But I am just glad to have again. I definitely wanted to talk about his. That means the ovens is up to temperature. Okay. So I wanted to talk about his church affiliation. I want to talk about all he got going on in his life. Again, the young brother. He said he talked about how old he was when he said 50. He'll be 50 again. But again, education is an important part of life, and that is why he is in the position that he is in now. First of all, because he opened his mind up to two different things. He opened his mind up, and actually, he didn't run away from his calling. And in fact, when I was talking to him, one of the things I asked him, I said, "How do you mix being a minister with pulling someone over on a traffic stop?" Or whatever he has to do, whether it's an investigation or whatever. That's a good question.
Well, you have to understand that police work is a ministry, and everything I do centers around ministry, and it's a ministry. So, there's not a conflict. There should not be a conflict. I'm a civil servant. I'm a public servant.
What?
I'm a minister of God. I'm a servant.
That's a concept.
Yeah, so... I get that question all the time.
Treating people the way you want to be treated.
And it's as simple as that. So, what we're doing is we're also prepping the bowls for a cocotte. What we're doing, we're prepping the bowls for the cocotte. What you do is take some butter, and you use the back of the spoon, and you coat your little oven safe craft.
What you say? Those are what you say? Tricks of the trade. That's the trick of the trade. A hack. Yeah, that's what you called it. A hack. Yeah. And again, yes, I know, guys. You can see us in front. I do, Danny. If he could put his hands so people can see.
Yeah. He keeps telling me to get over here in the right position.
Yes,
it's hilarious.
Yes. I'm not saying because I'm the guest today. When I'm doing it, that's all the stuff that I'm thinking about in doing it. So I'm sorry, I'm beating you up, brother.
Brother, it's okay. It's all good. That's how we learn.
Yes. I want the people to learn. I want them to see that this is not difficult.
And let me tell you, young cats out there, you guys want to learn how to cook? You want to cook something to impress a woman? This dish right here will impress any woman, guaranteed. Guaranteed, this will impress.
Well, see, with the cooking, I think when you really put effort into a dish, when you really put you take your time, because again, this is something that if you like, to me, if you have a date and you want to entertain your family members, a friend, or people come over, and you take and do all of this, before they get there. First, when they walk in, they're gonna go like this.
Yes.
They're gonna smell it.
They're gonna smell it.
And it ain't the spaghetti just because you are good at making spaghetti.
Exactly.
It's not just spaghetti. It's something. It's what you call them. Like I said, when in my last episode, I did salmon Wellington. It's a conversation piece.
Yes.
You see my pictures hanging on the walls. My pictures are they're conversation
pieces. Yes.
Yes. But this dish is a conversation piece.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because again, when he told me what he was going to make, I Googled it and I said, "Oh my God, I wish I was the one to come up with that idea, because that stuff looked bomb. It was the bomb." And I know it's going to be delicious. Oh, I shouldn't even say that, because we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait until the dish is popping.
All right. What we're doing is we're using some heavy cream.
Okay.
You're supposed to put four
tablespoons
in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna put 2.
Good.
I don't think we need that much heavy cream in there. Purple. You know what? Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna just drop 2.
You doing better than I do, because I'd have said scoop, 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 scoop.
All right, we need eggs.
Now, we don't need any more of this, or we don't need any.
We don't need any more of that. That can go back in the refrigerator. Okay. We need 4. We need 8 eggs.
8 eggs. You know
8
what?
eggs.
That's what I meant to already have out for you that I didn't have out.
Or the eggs.
Was the eggs.
I knew that. But you know what, Reg? Sometimes you just gotta see.
Hold on. Now those, I don't know if those are boiled.
You know how.
No, don't mess with them, because I didn't.
You know how to tell if an egg is boiled or not? Spin it.
And that's boiled.
That's how you know it's boiled.
Those are boiled.
And it's boiled. Spin. Try spinning a non-boiled egg.
Oh, right. Here, you said you need 8?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops.
Okay. This is a raw egg. Notice it doesn't spin. So if the egg doesn't spin.
Okay.
That's how you
Okay.
Like you said, tools of the trade.
Okay, that's 8.
Right.
I'm gonna leave these right here. I'm not gonna put them away yet.
We're gonna put 2 eggs.
Okay.
What's that saying?
Oh, okay. It's telling me to push the button. That's what it's telling me. Oops.
We're gonna put 2 eggs in each. Now don't talk about the way I crack eggs, because I'm not a professional egg cracker.
Stick them in that cup like you sticking them in, Danny.
Okay. And of course, you don't want to get shells in your eggs, in your concoct. So, crack them. And you want the yolks to be whole. We're not making scrambled.
Right.
You want your yolks to be whole.
And Danny, because now these are in this bowl like this, because this bowl is, we're going to put water into this bowl.
No, we're not going to put water in it.
Oh, we're not going to put
water?
No.
No.
But that's the way I've seen it.
No, definitely not. We're putting water. We're definitely not going to put water in the bowl.
Okay.
What we're going to put in the bowl?
Some beer.
No. No, we go. This is the first dish we're gonna make. Okay. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna tuck some Swiss cheese down in this.
Okay.
We're gonna tuck some Swiss cheese. You know.
Yes. Let me move right there, just so.
We're gonna tuck the Swiss cheese down.
Okay, we watching.
You want some Swiss cheese? We go tuck that Swiss cheese down there now. All right. You have some salt and pepper for me?
Oh, I do.
Okay, I'm gonna have some salt and pepper.
Oh.
Now.
Okay, here's the peppers. Here's the pepper. Here's the pepper. There's the pepper.
All right. Remember the bacon bits we had earlier? We're gonna take these bacon bits. We're gonna take these bacon bits, and we're gonna throw these bacon bits in one of them.
Oh.
You want in one of them, two of them? How many of them you want with bacon? You know what? We're gonna make one and one. Boom.
You do it
We're
the way you
gonna
want
do this
to
one
do
and
it.
one. We're gonna throw that bacon in one and one, and then what we're gonna do? We're gonna throw some of these here mushrooms in another one.
There's your salt.
All right. Now, this is how it works with this dish. Next, we're going to add that spinach to the ones we add that mushroom at. So we have...
Now, you didn't pre-cook that spinach.
No.
Because it didn't matter?
No.
Because I've seen people, would you say wilted?
Wilted, yeah, no. No need to do that.
Okay.
All right. Boom, boom. We got the spinach in there. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to put a pinch of salt.
Okay.
In the two that we don't have bacon in, because the bacon already has salt.
I understand
so there's no need to salt. We're also going to put some pepper.
I have one that.
You have one over?
I have another one somewhere.
Because Reggie want me to be. Reggie trying to have me on TV, struggling to open up some pepper. I don't know what I did to Red.
I didn't have enough. See, it's a little bit left in there. See, that's not a milk container.
That's fine.
But that's
fine.
Cool. That's cool.
All right. So that's
Hold on, wait a minute. We got to. Danny, please, can you put it up to the lens and talk about
this is what it is. So we have the spinach and mushroom, and then we have the bacon, and then bacon and Gouda and cheese. The bacon and cheese one.
Let me do it one more time for you. Let me do it one more time. Because he over here, and we wanted to...
You want to break there? Okay. Listen, I'm not used to these cameras.
But that looks bang, bang, bang!
Bang, bang. Shout out to my man, Jason Belford.
He's on the Italian bread in the oven with the En Cocotte. I'm saying that right?
Well, they call it En Cocotte.
En Cocotte egg thing.
I forget the name of it, to be 100% honest.
Well,
it is what it is.
En Cocotte, En Conte.
How about the Danny Barnes special?
Danny Barnes special.
Danny Barnes special.
Well, we ain't gonna go there because I don't want nobody saying that he's trying to steal our name of our product. Well, En Cocotte. That's what we'll say. En Cocotte. Eggs En Cocotte. Yes, that's what it's called.
En Cocotte. And it probably means
now. So we got 15 minutes because we got the bread with the Italian bread with the brie cheese on it, and the En Cocotte's in the oven. So we're gonna take a break. We're gonna come right back. We'll be back, and we still got to do the Monte Cristo sandwiches. Reggie's cooked into life's lesson.
Bang, bang. All right, Reg.
Okay.
I'm ready to show you the secrets.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. Now, folks, we done pour the Italian bread with the brie cheese out of the oven, and we done pulled the egg en Cocotte out of the oven. Now, what he's getting ready to do, he's getting ready to set up the Monte Cristo sandwiches. So
exactly.
That's where we're at. Danny, take it away.
All right. This is a very good bread that I like to use. It's a French brioche bread, cinnamon and raisin. And the Monte Cristo sandwich, the easiest way for me to explain and break it down to you is this. It's a French toast sandwich.
Mm-hmm. You got that for that. Yes. Okay.
So we're going to make our batter that we're going to drench the bread in. So here's the #1 hack. Here's the secret. You put French vanilla coffee mate in your egg. We don't use exact numbers, just enough to cover the bottom of the bowl. You see it, circles around. See the egg circle around. That's how we want it to be.
All right, all right.
What we have here is what you saw me make earlier, which is cinnamon and sugar. We're going to take the cinnamon and sugar. we're gonna be generous with it.
All right, all right.
We're gonna be generous with it. It's okay. Then we're gonna take our loaf of bread. Reggie, can you do me the honors?
Whisk that around.
What we're gonna do? We're gonna take this bread and we're gonna slice the bread. We're gonna slice about a 1/2 inch thick. So boom. And you want self-slicing bread because it's impressive. You can use. And that's just it. It's not that, oh, this is so much better, blah, blah, blah. No, you want to slice it yourself. You want generous size portion. That's
I did some strawberry cheesecake French toast, and I used Reggie bread.
Oh, did you?
Yes, and because no, that's not true. I did apple pie. French toast. And I had the roti bread, and then I cut it a little slit in it and stuck the apple pie filling down in the middle.
All right, what we're going to do is put a little olive oil on the pan, on our skillet. A little olive oil on our skillet. And we're going to put a little butter on our skillet. And then we're going to dip our bread in the batter.
Okay.
Slice by slice.
Oh, you're doing it like that?
Boom.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay.
We take it right over. You know, people tell you don't do it like this. I like my my butter evenly distributed.
I see you.
You know, and you take it right out of the batter.
Now, you're French toasting the bread before you make the sandwich.
Yes. Well, okay. You'll see what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I'm watching.
You can see this greatness unfold, my brother.
Okay.
That happens. You rip a piece. It doesn't stop. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress.
Now, again, on this Reggie's Cooked into Life Lessons, as you see, we don't want you to be afraid of the kitchen.
Yes.
Ain't nothing fall out of the sky and strike us down.
That's right. And if you notice, with those 2 eggs and a little bit of batter, it makes just enough for 2 sandwiches.
Okay. And on top of that, Danny, again, I'm learning something. That's what I'm loving.
You have a special.
Yes. Oh my goodness. See, I asked you. I said, Danny, do you got all the stuff that you need for your prep?
You did.
There you go.
So now we'll take this. We'll flip it. Hey, Reg, do me a favor.
What's that?
Bring me over that the cheese.
Okay.
So for this Monte Cristo sandwich.
Ooh.
We're going to use Cooper Sharp cheese, and we're going to use 2 slices per side.
Excuse me for being silent, y'all. I'm watching and I'm learning. Just like I want you to watch and learn too. I'm watching and learning too.
So, Reg, this is what we need. This is what I need from you now. I need you to hand me that meat. Give me that meat.
Oh, wait,
give me that meat over here. Give me that
bowl of meat. The bowl of
There's
meat.
a bowl of meat over there. Reg, we're going to go ahead and put this meat on here. Now we have the hams that we spoke of earlier. Boom, the hams are going on. Reg, you already see that this is getting ready to be a problem, don't
you? See, I'm smelling it. I'm smelling
this turkey is going on here.
I'm smelling it.
These turkeys are on here. Reg, this is done, my brother.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
This is done, my brother. This is done, my brother.
I said, damn, don't put your back in front of the camera. That's what I said.
That's what you said.
That's what I said.
And listen, I'm sitting here. I done twist and turn the bread several ways. There you go. There you go. These Monte Cristos I don't know about you, Reggie.
Why you got the handle at looking at
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
The Monte Cristo Sandwiches.
Now, look, folks, this is what we're going to do, because that's done, which I'm glad. Everything is done. So now we're going to cut away. You know how we do. We're going to cut away. We're going to set up the presentation, and you're going to watch us taste test. We'll be back, right back. Reggie's Cooked into Life's Lessons. Trooper Reverend Danny Barnes. Now,
Yep.
we are here to wrap this up. The message was the cooking lesson, and of course, please throw something the Reverend's way for his dream of having the hospice auxiliary attached to his church building. That would be one love for me. Look at this dish. That looks marvelous. That looks marvelous. Danny, this looks fantastic. You did a fantastic job.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You represented your church well.
Thank you.
You represented yourself well.
Thank you, sir.
You represented the New Jersey State Police Department.
We can't.
very well.
We can't forget Kansas City.
Oh,
We can't forget Kansas. I'm from downtown.
Oh!
Downtown, baby. Downtown Camden. A Camden boy on the raise. I live in this city.
My man, he came in here.
Shout out to Phi Beta Sigma.
Shout out to the Phi Beta Sigmas. Because, first of all, I think you guys are really about supporting
Culture for service to humanity, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, boom, that hospice thing is really tight. So this is how we do, Danny. We throw this together. Okay, congratulations on this dish.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for coming and being my guest.
My pleasure.
Folks,
It's been phenomenal.
folks. Oh, wait, look. I gotta show you how it looks when it goes in. That is the bomb. Then I'm gonna take my blackberry jam and put it on here like this. That blackberry jam. Then I'm going for the gusto.
I'm gonna dip mine. I'm gonna take my syrup, my maple, this bourgeois maple syrup. I'm gonna put my Monte Cristo right in there.
Oh, we love you guys. Reggie's Cooked into Life Lessons. Trooper Reverend Danny Barnes, special guest. Thank you. Love you guys.
Be well.